Hey folks, let's do today's CSS battle. Oh boy, that is an oval if ever there was an oval. Okay. That is like an interesting oval in perspective. How do we make that shape? What's the technique that we would use? What's interesting is it looks like it's in 3D space, and it looks like you might be able to do a 3D transform to get that shape, but I am not confident that I could do that at all. Not confident a bit. So let's do the pieces one at a time. We're going to do no background to start, and let's build up element by element the different pieces of this. I think I want to start with this round circle. Let's do border radius 50%. That's a disk, right? And then let's set some margins on him. So how do we get a margin? And so we'll need a yellow disk and then a gray disk will be on top of that. So there'll be two. So this is why we're going to variabilize var dash dash m, or that, and then var dash dash height, h for height, and then a var dash dash b for background, and we want that color. This first one is going to be this gray, and then the second one is going to be slightly different. So the margins on that will be some value. Height of that will be some lesser value. Let's call it 40, and then the B for background is going to be another value. All right, here we go. Let's get the margins right. And I think we're going to need 3 values. So a top to push it down. And actually, this is going to be easier if we remove border radius to begin with. 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53. And then more margin here. How about 70? 72. I think that's correct. So that's that one. All right, so let's create the next one. 0, and then 100, and then we need to be probably 0 on the bottom, and then negative 7, 8, 9, 91, 92, 93. And then the height is not tall enough, 5, 6. So this is what I just made. And it turns out I got the colors wrong. The one on, yeah, so it needs to be gold to begin. I think I said that, and then I undid it. And then the next one is this gray. There we go. So that's what I'm talking about. Now when I set a border radius, will it work? Will it align? Ooh, almost. It's sure close. We might have it right, actually. 22, 21. 21, 22. That's it. I think that's pretty good. All right, so what do we do with the rest of this? I think that's going to be background, my friend and favorite, conic gradient, which is 75% around with the gray, and then this darker color. And then we move that over and down. Okay. Let's see, we move down not far enough. And this is, we probably need an at. So we need at 50%, 100 pixels, something like that. Then this position is 90. How about 80? And then if we do 60, okay. Let's submit and see if we got it. That's a fun one. That's a super fun one. It could have been bad. You can also do radial gradients that are ovals. And given that this is regular, they are regular, you could do this all in the background. But let's oh, whoops, not what I meant to do. Let's minify and unit replace and submit this because we have solved it. But let's see how hard it'll be to put this all in the body. And I'm going to do with the ampersand there, submit. So, how to do this with ovals? We rip that out. We rip out the paragraph elements. Now, the first thing we need is a radial gradient. It's an ellipse. We need a comma. And we need the light part of the circle. And they're transparent. There's an ellipse. How about, so it's not as tall as it is wide. So if we do, and the numbers here are always got to kind of experiment. They're wrong. I just keep doing that, right? That's the goal. And so if I put this, those are the measurements of the thing, and then I need to put it in dimensional space. So one thing that I usually do is I do an @ to put the center of it. But I think that instead of that, I'm going to move it downward. To do that, I'm going to do 50%, 100 pixels. How about 80 pixels? 40 pixels? 50. And if that's right in the middle, then I might be in okay shape. So let's do 220, 230, 240, and then make it taller. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That is close. How about 55, 56, 7? How about 40, 50, 49, 58, 57, 56, no, 51, 52, 53 pixels. That looks pretty good. We gotta do the same darn thing again. And this one is also an ellipse, and it's a little less wide. Is it 200 pixels wide and less tall? 50 pixels? I don't know. We're gonna find out. The dark color and then transparent. Don't forget your commas. So there you can kind of see the haze of it. The issue is that it's hard to visualize because we're using that same gray color. So if we do also 50% and then another color stop and then move it down, same way we move the other one down, 50%, 20 pixels, 30, 40, and that down is from the center. Okay. So I think it might be in the correct location, but the dimensions are wrong. How about 180? Great. And then how about this? 60. Not bad. I feel like I'm finally getting a handle a little bit on the radial gradient ellipse type. because we might have gotten a match there. That's a 100% match, and we're going to frickin' take it because those are hard to do. Let's unit replace and minify and nip and tuck it. Some of the last little pieces there. There are probably a lot of optimizations that could be made in terms of how that ellipse is behaving. I'm not going to touch them because I got it to work a second way, and that's a better score than I got with the elements, so we leave it, and that's fun. I hope you enjoyed this wacky daily target here on February 20th. And I hope you make a web page because HTML and CSS are there for you to use. Anybody can learn them. Go to MDN and learn some HTML and CSS and make a web page and send it to your friend. All right. Take care. Have a great day. It's rough out there. Bye.